All right. So I hope. So since most of you are new to this live class thing, I just want to inform you that the way this works is that uh, your mic will be enabled when you ask a doubt. So if you raise a hand, then I can enable your mic from here, and then you can basically ask your doubt. And other than that, there's a chat box available, so you can ask your doubts here. So this is basically to ensure that there's a lot of crosstalk which keeps happening in the background at your homes or wherever you are. So because that should not disturb the classroom, so that's why we have this thing that you can't speak up whenever like to speak up you have to first raise your hand and then I allow you to speak. Okay. Other than that, I hope you guys can hear me clearly. And let me just take the mic closer. So I hope you guys can hear me. So if you can just reply on the chat box with a yes if you can hear me, or if you can't, just tell me. All right. Uh, okay, so I see most of you have found out the chat box. If everybody just writes on the chat box once, I understand that you have figured it out on your own. Okay, most of you can hear me. All right. So the way this works is that we have lectures every Saturday and Sunday. So we'll be taking 1.5 to mostly 1.5 hour lectures every Saturday and Sunday. On Saturdays we'll be doing math, and on Sundays we'll be doing uh, microeconomics to begin with. Okay. So basically we have. Yeah. So I hope all of you have already seen the document which I shared with you all about the course structure and the timelines. So you have a brief idea about how things are going to proceed. Apart from that, so I'll just brief you about how I go about teaching. So primarily, I've divided the thing into 4 modules: micro, math, stats plus ecotrix, and macro. Right? So we'll be starting with micro and math first. In math part, we'll be doing real analysis right now, and this will be followed by linear algebra, and then we'll be doing multivariable calculus. So these two things, they basically are from the +2 level. So there's nothing new in these two things, and so 90% of real analysis and linear algebra will be a recap. So I'll be doing the theory in the class, and then I'll be giving you a lot of problem sets which you're supposed to solve. So they'll be coming in terms in like assignments. So let's say we are doing logic and proofs today, and we'll be doing absolute values. So after that, what I'll do is I'll upload an assignment for absolute values and a test for logic and proof. So the test will have a timeline till Friday. The assignment will also have a timeline till Friday. So you have till Friday to complete those and submit it on the portal itself. And then after that, on the next weekend, we'll take doubts from those things. Uh, So there's this study material section on the application, which I hope most of you would have figured out already. So if you go on the study material section, you can see basically I've given the link to my Google Drive. So let me just show you how it would look. So it would basically be my Google Drive. I've given the external link to my Google Drive folder on study material. So this is the study material section. So right now, this is the same which I've shared with the June batch. So everything I've covered in the June batch till now is being shared here. In the written notes section, I'm making 2 folders now. One is June batch. This will have all the notes, written notes from the June batch in it. So I made this correction right now. So it mostly takes care of itself, syncs in real time. And then there will be a November batch. So the written notes, so everything that I'm going to write on my PDF screen here, all this is going to be saved in these written notes section, and you can have a look here at the written notes. Then you have maths. So let's say you go in maths, then you go in real analysis. So this is the first chapter that we are doing, logic and proofs. So these two are your lecture notes. This is the problem set. So initially when I upload any problem set, like for absolute value on the application, I'll be uploading just the exercises. So I'll be uploading the exercises which have like 18 questions which you're supposed to solve. And after this, after the deadline to submit is over, I'll be uploading this solution. So on Friday, the deadline gets over, then I upload solutions like this. So your job is to go through the solutions and check which questions you aren't able to solve. And then on the subsequent class, which comes on a Saturday or a Sunday, you can ask doubts which you haven't been able to understand even after going through the solutions. So the idea is that after you go through the solutions, most of the doubts should be taken care of. So the doubt sessions won't be too long. And for the doubt sessions, we will have to figure out a time, but we'll do it tomorrow or sometime later, because this week we won't have any doubt sessions, obviously. Okay. So that's the study material section. So there's this external link when you go into study material, and then you can access my Google Drive. Now, if you want the download rights for this Google Drive, I can give it to you once you make the fee payment. Then you can download it and get it printed. And you can keep it with yourself, since I always upload lectures beforehand. So you can keep a printout of it with you while you're doing this online thing. So when I used to teach offline, I used to bring printouts and hand it over to the students. Now, since that option is gone, so you can still download it. So once you make the fee payment, I can give you the editing rights, which basically gives you the download rights as well. Okay, so that takes care of math. Now for math, like I told you, it will take about, so in the June batch, we started in June, July, August, September, October. So it takes about 4 months to take care of this much part. In this, multivariable will be new. The rest of the things are going to be almost same. Okay, so now this took me 4 months in June batch, because we have much more doubt sessions in June batch. But the way it works is that I have doubt sessions in June batch, and the recordings I will upload it in your batch. So doubt sessions will be less, so we can cover these things faster. Also, we were not having so many lectures in the June batch. Here we'll have at least 4 lectures every week. So starting from next week, we'll have 4 lectures every week, two studying lectures and 2 doubt sessions. So we intend to wrap this up by, so now is November, so I am planning Jan end to wrap this much part. And after that, micro should be, it's basically divided into 5 sub chapters: consumer theory, producer theory, game theory, partial equilibrium, and general equilibrium. So more about what these things mean in tomorrow's lecture, but again, I am also targeting Jan end for microeconomics. Now, after math gets over, after math will start stats and ecotrix. So there's this exam in Feb, which is basically your IIT JAM. So the reason I'm targeting Jan end is because IIT JAM is scheduled for February. So what I want to do is I want to get done with the stats part by February. Okay, so by February, if some of you would have filled for IIT JAM, you could appear for the stats part. So let's see if it happens. If it does not happen, you will definitely get access to the recordings from the June batch, and you can do it there if by chance we get late. Otherwise, I think we can have some doubt sessions in weekdays, and we can try to reach this Jan end deadline so that we can wrap up stats by February end, and after micro we'll be doing micro. And Ecotrix will keep for later on. So we can do it later on also in March. We can keep it March or even April, because Ecotrix is something which is asked only in DSC exam. Okay, so those of you who have actually applied for IIT JAM, do let me know, because if there's only one or two of you who are applying for it, then the better thing would be that you guys could actually attend stats and macro in the June batch, क्योंकि वहाँ पे बस शुरू ही होने वाला है in a couple of weeks. If most of you are doing it, then we'll try to reach this deadline. Okay. So I hope that solves the timeline bit. Now coming to the exams, then primarily, as you know, that we target 4 institutions, DSC, 3 institutions, DSC, ISI, JNU. We target these institutions because in institutions के past years available है. Okay, it's not that I have a preference for these 3, but the thing is that they have their past years available, readily available online. So we can study the past years. We can study the past years, and we can basically see कि किस type of questions ज़्यादा पूछे जाते हैं. If you talk about the top tier, इनके अलावा एक IGI-DR है, which is a very good institution, which I think all of you should apply in. I believe the current ranking would be ISI is the best, उसके बाद IGI-DR, then DSC, and then JNU. That's my personal belief, that if you're joining right now, you should give IGI-DR more preference over DSC and JNU, because IGI-DR is basically in Bombay, but it is under the aegis of RBI. So if you are somebody who's interested in finance or financial economics or something related to that, or macroeconomics in general, then IGI-DR should be a very good institution. And considering that it has the blessings of RBI, it is sure to become a big name in the future. Okay, so 5 years, 10 years down the line, if you have a degree from IGI-DR, it would be much more valuable than having a degree from DSC. But then IGI-DR is a different ball game. All these institutions, they just ask some combination of math plus eco. But what IGI-DR asks is these things plus CAT type questions. So the syllabus of IGI-DR is a superset of the syllabi of all these 3 institutions. So you have to study math and eco, but you also have to study reasoning, general ability, then literature, because they ask English-based, comprehension-based questions. So my recommendation is that apart from whatever you are doing here, this is what I'll take care of. Apart from that, I want everyone to do 3 things. Thing 1 is get hold of any CAT book and start practicing. कोई भी, like if you have a cousin or a friend who had appeared for CAT in the past, he might have hold of some textbook from CAT, and you can get hold of that book and you can start reading on it. Because in the past I have had a lot of students जिनका बाकी तो cut off clear हो जाता है, but they are unable to clear sectional cutoffs. So IGI-DR has sectional cutoff. So in sectional cutoffs, English का कुछ cutoff होगा, plus फिर इसका कुछ cutoff होगा, उसका कुछ cutoff होगा. So every subject has some cutoff and you have to clear it. So you have to prepare. So start practicing right away. Second thing is read any orange paper. What is orange paper? Orange paper is basically Business Time, Business Standard, or Economic Times, or Hindu Business Time, any business paper. Okay, so it's also called Orange Paper Daily. It's basically related to economics. So start reading. You generally imbibe English. So you can learn math, but you have to imbibe English. You cannot learn English like 6 month का course किया और तुमको English आ गया. It doesn't work like that. So you have to imbibe it. It's a slow and gradual process. So start reading it. And the third thing that you need to do is get hold of DU undergrad macro readings. Okay, so macro is समथिंग जिसके अंदर theoretical questions भी है और analytical questions भी है. The theoretical questions are of the format कि what is Tobin tax, इस type के questions. Then they give you 4 options and you have to pick one of these things. या फिर what is Ricardian theory of rent. So these are some of the questions which have been asked in the past. Now these are straightforward theoretical questions. If you know it, you can just mark it in the exam and move on. The things that we are going to be doing in macro is mostly mathematical stuff and analytical stuff. Macro में 80% is mathematical and analytical, but 20% is theoretical. So this 20% theoretical at max, 20% theoretical at max. कभी कभी होता है बिल्कुल भी नहीं आता theoretical, but at max they'll ask 20% theoretical. And macro itself is let's say 10 to 20% of the entire paper. Okay, so if there are 100 questions, 10 to 20 would be from macro. Out of this 10 to 20, 20% would be theoretical. So the overall net weightage of theoretical questions at max would be 20% of 20%. Okay, so out of 100 questions, you can expect 4 questions to be from theoretical at max. So DSC has 50 questions, so at max you will have 2 theoretical questions. Okay, but through two seems like a very small number, but it is not. Okay, but the thing is कि 3 DU undergrad macro readings, so macro happens in 3 semesters in DU. So in तीनों semesters के 400 पेज के readings है, which you can get from any photocopy shop. So you can contact any of your friends who has done graduation from DU if you are not one of them already, and you can ask them. They'll give you some contact and you can get hold of these undergrad readings of macro. So these 2 theoretical questions, it doesn't feel like much, but when these 2 questions come and some people can solve it and some people do not solve it, so उसमें पूरा difference आ जाता है. ठीक है. Mostly these exams का कट ऑफ होता है 40 to 60%. ठीक है, 40 to 60% के बीच में कट ऑफ होता है सारी एग्जाम्स का. सो इफ यू कंसिडर 60%, मतलब तुमको 50 में से 30 क्वेश्चन करना है. अभी 2 theoretical क्वेश्चन तुमने कर लिए तो इट बिकम्स अ बिग थिंग. सो लगभग 50% ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस ही हमको करने हैं ऑन एन एवरेज. Okay, so that's how these exams stack up. Now, apart from these 4 institutions, there are a ton of good institutions which have cropped up in the recent past. So talking about some old school institutions, there are Madras School of Economics, then there's Gokhale in Pune. These are some old institutes which are famous. Of late, some government institutes have started offering good courses in economics, IITs included. Then you have IIFT, again in Delhi. Then you have in private institutions, you have Ashoka, and you have Shivnadar, which have been doing good work in the recent past. Also, there's BHU but then again it's an IIT now, so IIT and BHU are the same. So these are some other good institutions which you can think of when you're appearing. So I won't be doing particularly for these institutes, but the syllabus of all these institutes is basically a subset of DSC, ISI and JNU. So we prepare for these 3, we are basically preparing for everything. Apart from that, if you feel that there is any topic which any institute, let's say you're targeting Ashoka and you feel that there's something which Ashoka asks a lot and I have not covered that particular topic, you can come to me and tell me कि sir आपने ये topic नहीं पढ़ा है. If I know that topic, I will teach it to you. If I don't know that topic, I'll learn it and I'll teach it to you. Okay, so but don't come a week before exam. At least try कि अभी से तुम you start understanding. By December, January, you have a fair bit of idea कि कौन से institutes अच्छे हैं. And then by February or something, you come to me and say कि sir ये topics हमको extra पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So I'll study it and I'll do it for you. That's how we have come where we are. A lot of things which I teach right now were not being taught by me in the initial batches. But when students started asking कि sir ये भी पूछा जाता है, ये भी पूछा जाता है, so that's how the syllabus kept on growing. Okay. All right. So that takes care of the preliminary bit, and apart from that, time to time when exam के forms आएंगे, so we can keep discussing these things. Now let's start with the topic at hand, that is logic and proofs. Okay.